In the traditional style of gacha game live streams, NTE's launch program has the meat of its announcements interspersed between lush promotional shots. While it makes for a fun watch, it can make things easy to miss, especially if you're time poor. So here is a summary of the important details announced at the NTE livestream. While not all the details are new, I'll be covering all the important stuff in case you haven't been following its development thus far. I'll be categorizing the details between gameplay, characters, and core systems. First up, gameplay. So first thing on the docket was cars, a lot to do with cars. They showcase that you can customize cars, that you can cruise with your companions, that you can steal some unique wheels, including literally a wheelchair, and with those cars, you can race online. Be careful though, because stealing wheels and committing other crimes can come at a cost, because you can be sent to jail. Don't worry though, you can always post bail, work your way out, or just escape. Once you've escaped your state-sanctioned housing, however, you'll want a crib of your own. Thankfully, there's a fully furnished housing system where you can chill with your companions and make the house a home with the furniture of your choice. How are you gonna afford all those fancy cars and houses though? Well, that's where the City Tycoon system comes in. The City Tycoon system is a bunch of minigames that represent you earning money, though there'll only be so much you can do in a day as it'll be time-gated by stamina. Now, that's enough of the side shit I hear you say. What's the core gameplay loop of NTE actually going to look like? Well, for that, we'll need to get into some core systems. NTE looks to be fairly similar to other open-world gacha games, with its combat being somewhat of a cross between Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves. Your party will consist of 4 characters with different elements that have their own abilities and ultimates. There's an emphasis on perfect dodging and swapping between allies in order to activate their cycles, which seems similar to Wuthering Waves' intro or outro skills. Lastly, character advancement seems to be more or less identical to other open-world gacha games. Now that you know how to fight, where will you actually be fighting? Great question. There are 2 endgame modes, one being high-risk commissions, which appears to be a bossing mode, and Beyond the Rails, which is the roguelite mode. In addition, they also gave us details for the gacha system, which seems pretty generous. We have 70 soft and 90 hard pity, no 50-50, the ability to buy cosmetics via an in-game exchange shop, and a fairly unique duplicate system. Duplicate characters will give you mind shards, which can be used to unlock a character's awakening. Now, I know what you're thinking, that sounds like literally every other open world gacha game under the sun. Well, the thing that makes it unique is that you'll be able to unlock your awakening sequences in whatever order you like, so there's a lot less FOMO in that regard. Now that you know how to pull for characters, I bet you're asking what characters will be available. Well, the livestream showcased a variety of characters which seem separated into Zenless Zone Zero-like teams. We've been shown the characters of Elbon Antique Shop, which the MC belongs to, the Sterry Express, Containment Strike Unit 2, and Enforcement Tactical Divisions 4 and 6. In addition, there are some characters which appear to be standalone or in duos, such as Dvorak, Tamamochi Street, or the Witch's House. Lastly, here are some quick miscellaneous details. NTE has announced musical collaborations with Persona 5 Royal, Persona 5 X, and Tower of Fantasy, as well as a multifaceted collaboration with Porsche and merge collabs with Beard Papa and Opera GX. The estimated pull count for 1.0 is 470, and we have 3 giveaway codes: NTE Now to Enjoy, NTE Now to Go, and NTE 0429. Launch day will be on April 29th, and I hope you all have fun with the game.